Welcome to Dude Foodie. Salute to Taco Bell. We are making discontinued items. We have already made the quesarito. We mocked it a little bit. We like it in concept. We think we did a better job. We did the grilled cheese burrito. It's creative. It's taking, well, a burrito they already had in the quesarito and adding a corn chip and frying it in some cheese. Hey, creative stuff. We think we did better, but they're moving up. Today, the legendary, the icon, the Nachos Bell Grande. And, you know, I'm sorry to do this, but we got to show you what this comes like when you drive in through, well, you're probably not walking into Taco Bell, but if you're driving through, this is what we have here. We got chips. I see sour cream. I see, I'm going to say 12 diced tomatoes. More beef on here than the grilled cheese burrito. We have refried beans, some nacho cheese.
I'm not sure what that green is supposed to be. I don't think that's supposed to be there.
I don't think that green, lettuce. Do they put lettuce in the Nachos Bell Grande?
No.
All right. Send your comments to the, what's it, info@tacobell.com. Send your complaints there. I'm not going to be the new Taco Bell ambassador. That's obvious at this point. We will get set up like we did in the other videos to crank out. Seriously, I think I could do this blindfolded and see if it doesn't look better when it's done. No, I'm sure that this is very tasty through the drive-through. We'll give it our best shot. We'll set up, and then we'll crank on the nachos. As per our custom, we have set up the ingredients for the Nachos Bell Grande. And a little, what do we say, behind the scenes chat for a moment. We shoot, because of our schedules, we shoot often, not always. We shoot multiple videos in one day. We're actually shooting all 4 of these Taco Bell episodes in one day. I only say that because if I start looking sluggish or moving slow, at this moment in time, I have eaten parts of a quesarito, a grilled cheese burrito, and now we're on to the Nachos Bell Grande. I'm having a hard time moving through that. Like, I guess it is college food, right? Because you see these kids going through the Taco Bell and they got big bags of the stuff. And I had a few bites of one burrito and a few bites of the grilled cheese burrito. And I'm like, whoa, I need a nap. Anyway, Nachos Bell Grande. A couple things we're going to do to try to kick up the Bell Grande. One, ahead of time to help with timing, we have taken some of that fajita chicken. You can see that in the quesarito recipe where we took shredded chicken breast and added a fajita seasoning. Then we took some spicy chorizo sausage and we just had that. Chorizo sausage has a lot of its normal seasoning. We cooked those two together. So we have our chorizo and chicken. The Nachos Bell Grande is beef. We just think chorizo and chicken will elevate the Nachos Bell Grande a bit. Now we're going to make our own refried beans. And look, I'm not an authentic anything cook. I like to have fun. I like to make food that's fun. So might this be how refried beans are really made? I doubt it. It's how I make them quick and in a pinch. You can do the same. You can also just buy your own refried beans. So we're going to start heating up the pan. And we're just going to break a couple garlic cloves into the pan. And we're going to let the garlic caramelize a bit. So there may be some cutting in this video when the garlic is ready. But we're softening up the garlic. We're bringing out some of its natural sweet flavors. And then we're going to be mashing it into our pinto beans here. So garlic into the pan. Already some oil in there. And we'll get that garlic cooking down. Now we're just using We mostly drained them. We didn't fully drain them. But these pinto beans will go in once the garlic softens up. We'll be adding the pinto beans, and then we'll be seasoning it along the way with some of our own stuff. So we're going to let the garlic cook, and then when the garlic's ready, we will add the pinto beans in. All right, so we've been about 4 or 5 minutes. We can see the garlic is charring and caramelizing up. Okay, now we're just going to simply dump the refried beans in. Or I should say, we're dumping the pinto beans in to get them cooking. I'll turn it down just a bit. Now, these beans are going to cook for about 5 or 6 minutes, and then we'll be mashing them up like mashed potatoes. Now, you can season it up kind of the way you want. I take a tablespoon of the fajita seasoning that we showed you in the first episode, the quesarito, and I just add that to the beans here as well to build those flavors in. And then really, that's it. These are going to simmer for 5 to 7 minutes, and then we will mash them kind of in a rough mash. We don't blend them as smooth as refried beans. You might typically squirt out of a caulk gun. I don't know what they're doing with that. A caulking gun? Yeah. So, but we're going to let those cook. Then we'll be back to build the Nachos Bell Grande. All right, we have been going about 5, 6, 7. We lose track of time sometimes. 5 to 7 minutes, and we can see that it is thickening up, getting that right consistency, so we will kill the heat. And then as it was going, I mean, you can use the back of the spatula to start mashing. I like to do sometimes a little less subtly. So we take a big meat tenderizer and we are sort of rough mashing our pinto beans here. And I guess this process, I don't know anything about the history of refried beans or anything like that. Some of those, right, some people start breaking down the science, the history. I'm just like, let's get this mashed up and on the nachos, and we're good to go. So I like it just as a rough chop. That's fine. We're not, you know, we already have Taco Bell beat. We don't even have this thing put together yet. So there we have the refried beans. You mash them to the consistency that you're looking for, mashed potato-like even. I think we're good there. We start building. Jacob, what's the order here I should go? Meat first? Meat, then refried beans. So chorizo and chicken, spread all over. Again, there's no Nacho Bell Grande that gives you that. Meat, and then cheese. I may have put the cheese away. So the cheese goes on next. And in every episode, I've been making an absolute mess of the cheese, so I'll try to be a little bit better this time. Maybe I'll zoom in and do unnecessary slow-mo on the cheese. What? I pour cheese sauce. What were we making? Do you remember, Jacob?
That was the meat tornado.
The meat tornado, episode 1. I'll put a link to that. That's the last time our homemade cheese sauce made an appearance, is the meat tornado. You know, I don't know.
No, we used the Frito cheese.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. All right. Well, whatever. Refried beans next.
Yes. Sure.
And we don't skimp. This thing is a mountain already. I think if we charge the same going rate as Taco Bell, this would be like $71. Because how much is Nachos Bell Grande? What's the going rate through Taco Bell these days for that?
Nacho Bell Grande?
Yeah.
Probably about $3.50.
$3.50? And you get half an ounce of. What does the expert say back there? How much is a Nachos Bell Grande? What do you think it is?
The receipt's right there. More than $3.50.
What is the receipt? In here?
We got the receipt. What did we pay for the?
$4.40.
$4.40. Right, but for $4.40 you got an ounce of beef and some refried beans and this.
And a piece of lettuce.
I'm going to get a scale and figure out what this weighs at the end. We should have weighed the other Nachos Bell Grande, but we already tossed it. All right, refried beans, then cheese? Or do we do sour cream first?
Yeah, let's do sour cream.
Sour cream?
I don't think it really matters at this point. Oh, you know what? Tomatoes too.
Diced tomatoes. You know what? We picked some tomatoes from the garden this morning. Let's do a little bit of cheese, and we'll do shred some pepper jack to gild the lily a bit. Pepper jack.
We're gonna put some of that Taco Bell hot sauce on there.
Yeah, why not, right? We'll give them their due. We've been hammering them.
Throw some blueberries in there.
Just add blueberries.
Put some blueberries in there. Elmo doesn't care.
Oh my God, no.
Now I'm gonna have to find that clip. That's one of our family's favorites. Just add blueberries. All right, pepper jack. Let's grab a fresh garden tomato. No chance that you're getting a fresh garden tomato at Taco Bell. Plus, they don't do it cool and cut it with a cleaver. I mean, the biggest possible instrument I can have to.
Nice.
I never work fast food. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, let's get some fresh tomato on there, and we'll actually give that a little. All right, garden fresh tomato. So we're winning on every level here, right? How about pickled jalapeno or no? No, that's not what they do. All right, let's get a close-up of that. Get our photos of our Nachos Bell Grande.
And shred of lettuce.
Oh, right. We're not sure this is actually the way you do it, but as you saw in the opening, Taco Bell had one of those in there. There you go. That, I think, is our version of the Taco Bell Nachos Bell Grande. All right, you want to take a picture of that with your phone?
There we go.
All right, we have the photo taken of the Bell Grande for the Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. And we got to get, well, I got to get the, hold on, we got to kind of finger food it over there. There we go. And we'll give our Bell Grande a royal. Out of the gate, two things are better. One, when you order Nachos Bell Grande, by the time you get home, they're just soggy. What are you doing? Tip. Hack or tip? Hack, tip. If you're actually getting, well, now you can't get these, they're discontinued. Mm-hmm. If you're going through a drive-thru and getting nachos, eat them on your way home because they're absolutely a soggy mess by the time you get home. These, right, you get the crunch. I like the chorizo over the beef. I like our refried beans. They actually have some texture, some flavor. That's Dude Foodie 3, Taco Bell 0. Thanks for hanging out. We got one more to go. We'll see if we can shut out Taco Bell. Maybe they'll pull an upset on the 7-layer beefy burrito. We'll see you on the next one. God bless.